In 1987, Ramesh Majumdar secured a government railway position, moving his family 1,500 kilometers from West Bengal to Delhi. Navigating the sheer volume of people and the hyper-competitive housing market of the era was an expensive logistical nightmare. For a pragmatic, working-class father like Ramesh, frugality was the primary way to survive the transition. That financial pressure made a specific room in the Gandhinagar neighborhood incredibly appealing. It was a spacious apartment offered at a strangely low monthly rate. For a man optimizing every rupee, the math seemed to favor the move immediately. This architectural blueprint illustrates the specific conditions Ramesh agreed to. The layout required navigating a front courtyard, walking past the landlord's quarters, and climbing a set of stairs to a shared corridor. The family had to go all the way back downstairs just to use the bathroom. Furthermore, the landlord demanded a 2-month advance, and directly across the upstairs corridor sat a second room that was kept permanently padlocked. Ramesh's sister lived in the street directly behind the house, and she explicitly warned him against the lease, noting the property had a reputation for driving away tenants quickly. But Ramesh dismissed her. To him, the low rent and the proximity to family were concrete benefits that outweighed vague neighborhood rumors. The family moved in during the bitter chill of February. After a few days of settling in, Ramesh returned to his office, satisfied with his choice. He left his wife alone in a sprawling, cold space that she already found deeply unsettling. On the first evening, while preparing dinner near the doorway, she caught a sudden movement. A distinct human-shaped shadow cast against the fabric curtain slipped silently down the hall and disappeared into the locked room next door. Ramesh's focus on the financial benefits of the lease had created a significant blind spot. By ignoring his family's intuition in favor of a balanced ledger, he had committed them to a situation where they were increasingly isolated and vulnerable. The very next morning, Ramesh's pragmatism vanished. He demanded the immediate termination of the lease and a full refund of his deposit, announcing they were abandoning the property that day. The landlord's response was telling. Instead of expressing surprise, the elderly man suggested that Ramesh send his wife and children away to the village, but continue living in the upstairs room alone. It was an admission that the landlords knew exactly what was residing in the house. After relocating, Ramesh and his wife inquired with neighbors about the house's history. They uncovered a buried secret. The elderly landlords had a 22-year-old daughter who had fallen in love, but her parents rigidly forbade the marriage. This chain of tragedy reveals the origin of the haunting. Driven to despair by her parents' rules, the young woman committed suicide inside that upstairs bedroom. Out of shame and anger, her parents botched her final religious rites, trapping her spirit inside the locked room. The neighbors also revealed a horrifying precedent. Just months before Ramesh's arrival, another tenant's child was playing on the roof when an unseen force shoved him over the railing to his death. The landlords were knowingly renting out a dangerous property to cover their own financial losses. When an opportunity presents itself at a fraction of its expected value, there is almost always a hidden tax. Sometimes that tax is a faulty foundation or a poor location. But as Ramesh learned, the cost of ignoring human intuition for the sake of a balanced ledger can lead to a direct confrontation with a violent, buried history.